Mark's Gotta Eat.
Hi-ho there, Mark's Gotta Eat, episode, volume, but I hope you're doing well today. We're on our way to a barbecue restaurant, Spiced Right. Spiced Right, I heard about years and years ago when it was out in Lawrenceville, but they opened another place, probably, I bet it's been 10 years now that it's been here, but it's wonderful. It's a hole in the wall, and they have live music on Fridays and Saturdays, and sometimes Sundays, I think, just depending on what's available in the neighborhood. And the food is outstanding. So we're gonna go check that out today. And here it is, coming up on the left. I'll have to make a turn. This is a hard left turn, but I will do it right now. Now. All right. I'm gonna stop just shy of going through it. All right. So we're in Roswell on the square, and they deck it out for Christmas every year and for special occasions. You can take a look at it over here. They got Christmas trees. They do festivals and stuff with have bands in and vendors, exhibitors, and it's a whole lot of fun. Every now and then you'll see weddings going on over there too. Hey there, gonna do a chopped pork sandwich with two sides, the hash brown casserole and the coleslaw. Iced tea to drink and a banana pudding for dessert. And sweet? Sweet. Lemon. Let's go grab a table.
There you go.
Thank you, thank you. All right.
Banana
Oh,
pudding.
excellent, very good. Thanks.
There you go.
Perfect, thanks a lot.
You're welcome, enjoy.
Thank you. All right, well that was about as fast as it gets. Got the utensils. Not nearly enough napkins. All right, so every barbecue place has their sauces. I'm not a big sauce guy. I like to taste the meat, taste the smoke, see how they did it. So I'm gonna lay off the sauce. Hey, when you get something good to eat at a restaurant, what's the first thing you dig into? The meat, the starch, or the vegetable? I know, forget vegetables. You never order them, okay? You should. That could be a 2023 resolution. All right, I'm gonna open up this banana pudding and let you get a look at that. Ooh, chocolate chips. I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna do hash brown casserole. Ooh, look at the steam. Can you see it? There's steam coming off of that. Can you see it? That's like a loaded baked potato. Coleslaw. Oh, with a little bit of cayenne kick. Not a lot, just a little. That's so good. You can try the pork by itself. They smoke this stuff right out there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's where it all happens. So here's a piece of trivia for you. This road right out here, Georgia 9, Highway 120, is known as the Bootleggers Highway or Moonshine Highway back in the day. And it runs all the way up to North Carolina and on out towards Marietta. And every Friday night on the weekend, cars, stock cars basically, loaded up with moonshine would come racing down the highway trying to beat the cops. And guess who was always right behind them? The cops. Had a friend who lived in this area back in the 60s, and he said it was a weekly thing. They would have supper on Friday evening, and then they would go out on their porch, have a pitcher of iced tea, and just sit and wait. And around 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, here they would come, just like a raceway. The moonshiners being followed closely by the cop cars. But the problem is there's a 90-degree turn right down there. Most of the cars made it, but not all of them made it. And it was quite the showtime every weekend. All right, I'm gonna check out these pickles. These are garlicky and dill and crisp. Really perfect for the barbecue. Ooh. You can tell they took time to smoke it. Barbecue and skirt steak and all that stuff was originally food that was not the greatest cuts of meat, and so people would barbecue it, smoke it for a long time to make it tender, and put their sauces and their seasonings and their brines and marinades and all that stuff on it to make it delicious. It was good. Then the meat would be tender, fall off the bone. Then once they got popular, they got expensive. So check this out. We got that nice burn on the outside, the crust that's really crispy and good, like a pork rind almost. A nice soft tender on the inside. No reason in the world to kill that with sauce. It's got tons of flavor. Tea is good, fresh brewed. You can't rush this. It was good. By the way, so growing up and being mostly dumb, excuse me, I never really knew what cuts of meat were what, but guess what? Take a look up there. Wow, this hash brown casserole, like eating a loaded baked potato with the safety off. Are you leery of a barbecue joint that looks real clean cut and neat? How do you spell trichinosis? So I don't know if you like Dave Brubeck, but Dave Brubeck was all, it's fun to say, Brubeck, Dave Brubeck. Dave Brubeck was one of those jazz guys that had the knack for playing it melodically enough that simpletons like me could enjoy it. So it didn't lose me in all the improvisation, but still very much a jazz guy. And I'm sure you know his biggest song of all time was probably Take 5. An old singer that had been with them when they were younger had set up a visit with him, and they were catching up on what each other was doing these days. And Dave Brubeck asked about her ex-husband, if she had ever seen him, you know, did they ever get together? She said, no, not really. But she said, I'll tell you the truth. After 15 years of being separated, one Saturday, I think it was a Saturday, but one day, he knocked on her door, rang the bell. She went to the door, and there he was, and he wanted to get back together. And she still loved the guy, but given all that had gone on, wasn't sure that was a good idea. And they started talking about some things, and she said, here's why this is not a good idea. And she made her case, and she said, do you remember that? And he said, no, actually I don't. And she said, you see, that's why we can't get back together. The things you don't remember, I can't forget. And Dave Brubeck, when he heard that story, said, if that's not a song, I don't know what is. So he wrote and recorded a song called The Things You Don't Remember, I Can Never Forget. It's what a song should be. It tells the whole story without a single lyric. I'm gonna see if I can get a couple more bites down here. And then BP, banana pudding. I'm gonna taste this banana pudding and then I think call it a day. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Well, there's no way I'm gonna finish all this, but I am gonna taste it because it looks so good. And I'll put the lid on it, take the rest home for dessert tonight. So it looks like it's maybe like the custard version, I mean the like the Jello pudding version. There's a lot of Cool Whip in it. And it's good. Really good. But it's not like old school with the chunks of banana in it. No graham.
It's kind of at the bottom.
Oh, does it? Oh, there you go.
I did a deep dive.
Got to do the deep dive for the vanilla wafers. See? But no banana chunks.
There's banana chunks in there.
I sit corrected. No. I better stop so I can take some home. That's gonna do it for today. That was good. Hope you had fun. I did. Hope to see you next time. Remember, life is short. Enjoy every meal. This episode of Mark's Gotta Eat brought to you by Spice Right Mark's Gotta Eat. Some animals were harmed in the making of this production. Some bananas were harmed in the making of this production. Some cabbages were harmed in the making of this production. Some buns were harmed in the making of this production. Some lemons were squeezed in the making of this production.